I'm Olivia Bingham.
And I'm Taylor Peters. Today is April 26th, 2021, and it's day 2.
Just a reminder that PSSA testing is happening for all grades this week. Make sure you get a good night's sleep and eat a healthy breakfast each day.
This week, 5th grade will be finishing up ELA testing today. Then 6th grade will have ELA on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Finally, on Friday, 4th grade will begin their math testing. Please make sure you're walking quietly through the hallways.
Now let's send over to Elliot to check on this week's weather.
Thank you, ladies. My name is Elliot Sulfur, and I'm one of the SSE TV's weather people. Here's the 5-day forecast. Today will be sunny with a high of 64 degrees and a low of 44. Tomorrow will also be sunny with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 55. Wednesday looks to be partly sunny with a high of 83 degrees and a low of 61. Can you feel summer approaching? Thursday should be another beautiful day with a high of 81 and a low of 59. Finally, Friday looks to be rainy with a high of 71 and a low of 54. Enjoy your week, and now let's go back to Olivia and Taylor.
Thank you, Elliot, for the weather forecast. It sounds like it's going to be a great weather week.
Now let's see what we're having for lunch this week.
Thank you, Olivia and Taylor. My name is Bethany Chen, and here is the menu for the week. Today we will have hot ham and cheese on pretzel roll. Tuesday's breakfast will be English muffin, sandwich with eggs, cheese and bacon, and Tuesday's lunch will be breakfast pizza, 2 breakfasts in one day. Wednesday's breakfast will be donuts, and Wednesday's lunch is going to be stromboli with sauce. Thursday's breakfast will be Go-Gurt and Pop-Tarts, and lunch will be toasted cheese sandwiches. Finally, Friday's breakfast is scheduled to be mini waffle toast, French toast, and Friday's lunch is tangerine chicken. Back to you, Olivia and Taylor.
Thanks, Bethany. Next, we're going to hear from one of our SSE TV reporters, Katie T.
As many of you know, this is National Poetry Month, and we have it every April since 1996. The purpose of National Poetry Month is to point out the amazing achievements of American poets and encourage reading of poems. Some ways to celebrate National Poetry Month would be to write an original poem, act out a poem, or memorize a favorite poem. In honor of National Poetry Month, we have 3 Sinking Springs guests, one from 4th grade, one from 5th grade, and one from 6th grade, who have volunteered to read a poem. We hope you enjoy the readings.
Hi, my name is Grace Mensinger. I'm in 4th grade in Miss Palmer's class, and today I'm going to be reading you the poem Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds that sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I'm going to be reading a poem called The Crocodile's Toothache by Shel Silverstein. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair, and the dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where?" And the crocodile said, "I'll tell you the truth, I have a terrible ache in my tooth." And he opened his jaws so wide, that the dentist he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed, "Oh, isn't this fun?" as he pulled out the teeth one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You're hurting me so, please put down your pliers and let me go." But the dentist just laughed with a ho ho ho,
And he said, I still have 12 to go. Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth, more or less? Then suddenly the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone right off the map. And where he went one could only guess, to north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address. But what's one dentist, more or less?
Hi, I'm Aura Firestone. I am in 6th grade. I'm Mr. Alloway's class, and I am reading a poem that I made myself. It's called The Meaning of Life. Life is like a flower. One minute you are blossoming, and the next you are fading into the wind like a butterfly. Have you ever wondered what the meaning of life is? Or is it just some silly game played by the gods? If you just stop and think about it, you would realize that the true meaning of life is to live it to the fullest and cherish the happy moments.
This week we have a special treat for you to see.
We're going to head outside to our reporter on the street, or I guess I should say our reporter on the playground.
Hi, I'm Bryson Reporter, coming from outside on the playground. And today, we have ducklings that are said to live right under here, and we figure out that they actually are. So remember to stay away from them and have our little ducklings be in peace, and we'll keep you updated on our latest Sinking Springs family. Be careful around our 7 baby ducklings, as 1, the mama might come, and 2, you might accidentally crack one of the eggs. So make sure to keep our babies safe, and soon we'll have 7 new ducklings.
That's fun. Olivia, did you know that there's some special days this week?
Yes, I did. One of those days is today. It's National Honesty Day. I want everyone to remember that honesty is the best way to love yourself.
And finally, remember this, honesty is always the best policy. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Olivia. Have a wonderful week.